4, 3, 2, 1. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Yay!
And can I just say, Zoe doesn't understand the concept of a video buffer. So if you've heard Zoe doing a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown twice, it's basically because she does not understand that it was going to go into the buffer and get played out. But anyway, look, hey, I've not long since woken up. I thought I'll just have a power nap for an hour.
You thought you'd have a power nap around 5 o'clock.
Yes.
And you woke up at just before
somebody 7. Here failed to wake me up, and I woke with a start sort of basically 15 minutes ago, and I need time to ease into the awakened world, and I haven't got it today. So if I'm a little bit bleary-eyed, like I'm like, what, where am I? That's why. But a big hello to Warbler Productions. We did miss you last week. Simon Trains, Railway Showcase, Richard Swiderski, Patrick Lynn.
Can I just say thank you to Warbler Productions for taking part in that wonderful episode of A Question of Trek Doctor Who special.
Oh yes, definitely. That was great. And of course you can share a link if people were wanting to see that after the stream, of course. We've also got Cameron Patterson, Clive Cobold, AFD Comp, Jack Miniature Trains, who's just got nearly 80 subscribers. Well done there. Mike Finch, Johan Swanapur, 156 Andrew, Tim's Model Railways and Different Videos, Iron Horse Railways, so sing monkey. Yeah, come on, you can sing better than that.
No. That is to the tune of Dance Monkey, the song, from a popular beat combo that you would recognise if you heard it.
What?
Yes.
Who are the popular beat combo? Grandma? Nobody calls things that.
It's a reference to Have I Got News For You.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We've got
Tim's Model Train says, is that a big boy? Whoa.
Oh, ooh. Yes, right. Well,
It's not, is it?
No, it's not. And I need to thank the amazing generosity of Robert Scott, who have very kindly sent to the channel a Broadway Limited Imports 484 Niagara in New York Central black livery. So it's not a big boy, but it is definitely a bit of a big boy. It's huge. It actually makes the Garrett seem small. I did put it side by side with the Garrett when I filmed a video on it, and it's like it's just longer by a noticeable amount. It really is a huge locomotive. So we've got that going around, and a thank you again for the generosity of Robert Scott. We've also had a lot of people sending stuff into the channel. I think people have worked out that they can send stuff to
TCC Concepts.
Yeah, people can actually post stuff. FAO Jennifer Kirk at DCC Concepts at their address, and it actually does get to me. So really impressed with. You might just be able to see it just behind the actual bushes over there, but it'll be at a weird angle, so you might not be able to see it. So Iron Horse Railway sent us the Billy's replacement speakers sign. Now I did share a picture
have you put it up on the billboard?
Yes, I have. And I did share a picture of that on the Facebook group, which is open to all, and you can also share your own pictures of your models and progress on there and chat with others. And really impressed. So Billy's replacement speakers now has a presence at Weir Yard. We also have some 3D printed signs, and these come, I've got a letter here, courtesy of where have we got here? This is from David F. Baker, also known as Dave at It's My Model Railway, and BRS, which is BRS factory replacement speakers. Thank you ever so much for these. And David has been having a play about with a 3D printer and produced some Billy's replacement speakers 3D signs. There's also the loudspeakers in there,
of these replacement
and
speakers
also
signs.
there's some We're Yard totem signs as well, which are really nice. So, careful, that'll be a real Billy's replacement speakers moment to the people at the other end.
Whoa. I think just froze there. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, because the cupboard monkey just went and saturated the bandwidth with the sound of her banging the
I
microphone.
didn't do that on purpose for a Billy's moment, but you know.
But really generous. Thank you ever so much for these. So
Now,
my work...
I don't like to toot my own horn, but we have now got a horn to toot.
And also, the other thing as well is that people have been sharing the designs for the Billy's replacement speakers mobiles on...
I will try and find those and we'll share it.
Yeah, the Billy's replacement speakers mobiles. So there's a couple of those got shared online.
Have you put them onto the Facebook group?
People did, but even better, Zoe, I will send them to you very quickly, so you can then do what you need.
Are you going to mail them to me, to my address? Zoe at zoerobinson.com. Also send URLs for layout videos for tonight?
Yeah, so if you were to, for example, put the chat back up...
You want to see everything you do. You want everything to work. You just want stuff.
Let's just send that to your...
So, have you heard this? She's asking for basic competence and professionalism. So, this is the Monday Club. We make this up as we go along.
Yeah, anyway, keep talking.
So,
keep
Gordon
talking.
Hanning says, I'm just sitting on the couch building a Metcalf station, wondering what the wife is going to burn for dinner tonight.
Oh, controversial. I think your wife's view on this might be that you're going to be eating...
That you can burn your own.
Yes. Right, I've now
What's for dinner, hon? Whatever you cook.
Yeah. So Olivia Gamble, hi to you. Paul O'Donovan says, greetings from Ireland. Bachman quarterly releases on Wednesday the 4th. Looking forward to that. Happy days. Oh, I didn't realise. Gosh, that's crap round. They do keep it secret.
We're going to miss that, aren't we?
Unfortunately, yeah, I will be at work, unfortunately. But J. Paul Anderson, my father and I visited Mini World Rotterdam today, sort of Dutch miniature Wonderland. Oh, wow. I know that there's one in San Diego where it's a huge model railroad, which is incredible. I've seen pictures of it and video of it. My parents actually went there, but I've never been. But it does sound really good as well. Ian Turvey says, good evening to one and all in the Monday Club. Manthony 1956, as I remember, when the Flying Scotsman toured the USA some 40 plus years ago. Actually, we've had Flying Scotsman...
that was costly to get it there.
Yeah, pretty much bankrupted the guy. Was it Simon Pegler?
A labour of love, then.
And actually, some of the coaches that went out with it were out there for a very long time before they were repatriated. It also toured Australia too. It was quite a big deal back in the day. It's a very well-travelled locomotive because it is steamed under its own power coast to coast Australia and the same through America.
Wow.
Which is actually quite an impressive feat.
Yeah, aren't they different gauges?
No, same gauge. Houston WHAP says TARDIS is behind the chat stream.
Yes.
Yes, it is actually. Wow, that's well spotted. And Warbler Productions is well spotted there. Says TARDIS in the scrapyard behind the chat. And I'm back. We did miss you. Robert Scott says, oh, big hello to Robert Scott. Thank you again for your amazing generosity on sending the 484 Niagara.
Yes, which you've been loving.
Yeah, right. I saved a couple of images. My apologies. I can't remember who it was who posted this on Facebook. I actually saved the image. I liked it so much. And that's where it's come from today because we're not very organised. So I'm going to press the button. And this, I do love the Billy Mobile. The Billy's replacement speakers. We take it to 11 line as well is doing really well. But that's a GMC thing, which there was a Bill Murray and the guy who played Igor film. Was it called Stripes? It's got Daryl Hannah in, I think, as well, and Sean Young. But they actually drive around in one of these. Just a little bit of something there. But I love what you guys are doing with the Billymobiles. So David Scott says Alan Pegler, who owned it before Sir Bill McAlpine, Pete Waterman, etc. Yeah, pretty much bankrupted him. Train Freak Production says most of the coaches that went with Scotsman were sold to a restaurant. Then with the restaurant closed, they were sent for scrap. This is another one. This is originally, I think, the Billy Smart Circus Land Rover, but it has been tastefully changed to be a Billy's replacement speakers.
Is it just me, or is that colour scheme and the fact that they've got the spare tyre on the front make it look like it's from Jurassic Park?
No.
It's green and yellow for Jurassic Park, isn't it? Yeah.
I thought it was green. Yeah, it's green and yellow.
All right. Well, maybe it's
Ray Burble says Stripes. Yeah. It's a blast in the past. Not one of my favourite films, but I have seen it. Iron Horse Railway says the Billy Camper Can. Paul Murphy says, Jennifer, that is a very nice layout. Thank you ever so much. B2000RO Toys channel. I'm just going to move the camera over. Says, hi Jenny and Zoe. I went on Tootly Thomas to find out there's toys based on the Thomas reboot that's been leaked. I've been upset about the downfall of Thomas the Tank Engine for some time.
What's happened to...
God,
what made Thomas fall down? What happened?
Have I missed something? I probably have, actually.
I know that not everyone liked the new CGI look of the new show. And a few people were a bit weird about the fact that they've got trends from other countries as well, which I can kind of understand, given that it's supposed to be a representation of British stuff. But, you know...
Manthony 1956 says, actually it was PJ Souls and Sean Young in Stripes. I stand corrected on that. I knew that Sean Young was in there. Southern Train Girl, big hello to you. The Irish Train Guy as well. Flymo Chairman 1, Ham Shackleton. We've got a really, really good turnout tonight. And when that Niagara goes past, there's a wagon at the end of the train, which is slightly off the track, and it's been annoying me because it rumbles over that point.
Okay.
And so I'm going
that
to...
That is a big locomotive, that American one.
Yeah, let's get it on camera.
Big one. I want to say it's a really big boy, but the big boy is actually a locomotive.
A big boy is a kind of a semi-articulated type of locomotive.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Something like a 4884. This is just a 484. So it's like a half a big boy.
Oh, thank you so much, George. That is really appreciated. George Botterini donates $9.99, saying, "Hi, ladies, train fund."
Oh, thank you ever so much, George. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much.
He's always so generous. You don't need to, you know. We're here every week, regardless. But it is appreciated, and Jenny definitely does use it to keep the lights on. Let's put it that way.
Ham Shackleton said, Landy's had the spare on the bonnet because the weight otherwise strained the back door hinges.
Oh, wow.
Actually, my father had a Series 1 Land Rover that he rebuilt from the ground up. And there was actually a well in the back for it. It wasn't hung on the back door originally. It went behind the driver's seats, and there was like a little cutout well where it sort of nestled in, and then a device that went through it and then just screwed up. Or you could put it on the bonnet, and the reason for them going on the bonnet was because it freed up load space at the back, was what it was actually about. But it just became a characteristic of Land Rovers, carrying the spare wheel on the front bonnet.
Wouldn't it, if you got really warm, wouldn't it damage the rubber?
No, you had a cover to keep the UV light off it. David, It's My Model Railway, thank you ever so much, of course, for very generously doing and sending in the 3D printed Billy signs. And
You have been so enamored.
I
with
have,
those.
yeah. In fact, this is something for a monkey build, is painting these up so that they look like advertising hoardings.
So is it red and yellow, his colour scheme? That seems to be what's...
Well, no, we've got the green and green over there. I think
That is
Billy may have experimented with several different advertising strategies. What's this? Iron Horse Railways, that is incredible. Very generous. It's really tickled the cupboard monkey. But Iron Horse Railways very, very generously donated £6.66. Oh, the devil's amount. Thank you ever so much. Says, need plastic surgery? A new nose, perhaps? Ears too large? Then why not try Billy's replacement features?
That is amazing.
Oh, I love this. This Billy's replacement thing is really got legs to it. Down. Big hello to Les. I've just seen Les Cliff is in. Says the phone is dying. We'll have to bail and watch on catch up. No. Oh, and Les, we need to get you back here to be live on the show. I'm so missed
Jen's going to
you.
come along with a net and just grab you. Oh my goodness. That really tickled
Oh, that's
me.
interesting. Warbler Productions says Alan Pegler, FRS, was also the person who helped finance the saving of the Festiniog Railway, which I'm just a mile away from at the moment. Yes, I read on the Book of Face that you're caravanning at Porthmadog. Really nice area. We spent our honeymoon down
it was
from there.
lovely.
We were actually at Harlech at the caravan site that's under the shadow of the castle.
Q Next up says, need a new pet? Billy's replacement creatures.
Oh, yeah. And guys, just run with these. We'd love to see what you come up with. You're able to make signs, mock-ups on vehicles and stuff.
So funny.
And I have inquired about what it would take to commission a Billy's replacement speakers van. So we might be quite cheeky actually and take we'll perhaps choose one of the designs and have that put onto a van. Now, with the vans, I really love that the Billy Smart Circus conversion, but it's all dependent on whether Oxford Diecast actually are making a particular thing to actually piggyback on a production run. So we are looking into what it would take to commission a model. So watch this space. Sue at Pudham Junction says, Les, you need Billy's replacement phones. The Irish Train Guy asks, Jenny, how long did it take you to finish your amazing layout? Thank you so much. It's probably about...
I've got to jump in just one bit. There's some of the mods, I do appreciate you getting straight on there, but sometimes it feels like it might be a little bit too quick. I don't know what that person said because I can't speak the language, but from what I can see, they didn't say anything again, so you didn't need to time them out. Just let's all calm a bit.
Okay. What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But I do like this joke here. Warbler says, need a new vicar? Billy's replacement preachers.
But yeah, definitely keep calm and make sure there's high flying around everyone tickled by the Billy's thread.
It's brilliant.
I think what we'll do is the best design for a Billy's replacement speakers vehicle. If we choose that design to actually commission and put into production, we will send a free one to the person.
We'll work something else. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll definitely send a free one to the person who came up with the winning design.
Yeah.
But this is great fun, and I need to actually.
We'll have to license it off them, of course.
Definitely, yeah. We will. You know, we won't just sort of go.
Yeah, we will be above. Yeah,
we will be in
completely
touch.
above board.
Yeah. John Nutman says, hiya Jenny and Zoe, and to the Monday Club, a big hello to you. Alex Dent says, the layout of Jenny's train set is amazing. Thank you very much. Oh, that was it. I was saying how long it had taken to build. No model railway, I think, it's ever really truly finished.
18 feet?
I mean, I've been tinkering with it today, actually, earlier on, upgrading some of the electrics.
If you mention it, you can look at the entire progress right from starting the building off, and it's on a playlist, building a loft layout.
Yeah, how to build a loft layout.
It's years. It took years.
Yeah, I mean, the bulk of the building kind of went in very quickly over a year. But after that, then there's a lot of refinement and stuff. Essentially, it's still a work in progress, but it's tinkering around the edges now. Ray Burble says, "New school, Mom. Billy's replacement teachers." Billy has been branching out. Warbler Productions has articulated lorry for distribution to franchise stores, which would be a good seller. Billy's replacement goods. It would be like
require some more fruit. Billy's replacement peaches.
Oh. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase incredibly generously donated £5 on Super Chat and says, "Had an accident, it wasn't your fault. Well, you shouldn't have been listening to Billy's replacement speakers then." Oh, that would be part of his ill-fated advertising campaign that attracted the ire of Mary Whitehouse. Yes. Oh my word. But a big hello to Larry Rogers. Keep calm and make stuff. Says, "Are your shoes worn out? Billy's replacement sneakers." It really does have a lot of mileage. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this Billy's thing, and I'm so amazed with the generosity of Iron Horse Railways and Dave at It's My Model Railway for the sets of signs. Really, really good.
Are your curtain twitchers in the local area not up to snuff? Try Billy's replacement peakers.
Are your chemistry experiments going all over your workbench? Try Billy's replacement beakers. Oh dear.
Billy's rail replacement buses.
Oh dear. Yeah. There's just like there's so much mileage in this.
Have any naturists here suggested Billy's replacement streakers?
No, maybe that would be like, is your cricket match too boring? Try Billy's replacement streakers. Oh, I say.
Oh, I love it.
With the tagline, "We make the monocle drop." Oh dear. Right, Ryan Tune, hi to you. We got a really good turnout. Don't forget to tickle that like button and share the stream too on social media. It does, of course, help the channel grow. And also, I have noticed that some of you are not subscribed.
Oh.
Yeah, I can actually look at these things on analytics. You know who you are. So do please consider going into your settings and clicking subscribe and notify all on the bell. And then you won't miss out on a single Jenny video. Yeah, Ruben Ashwell says the stream has descended into chaos. And that is different from normal. How? Oh dear.
Iron Horse would love to see... his place in all its glory. So if you can take a photo.
So let's take it
a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer.
That's as close as you're getting before I fall over.
I was wanting to see if you'd knock anything over.
Oh, sorry, no, that's mean.
No,
that's mean.
Funny.
No, it's not. It's mean. You're being mean.
Hilarious.
Right, so you're going to get that up. And...
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Right, so we've got Aiden's Railways. Big hello to you. Says, "Hi, Jenny, Zoe, and everyone." Oh, ready for this? Sorry for the lateness. It's been a manic few weeks.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Well, why is Frodo Baggins getting lectured all the time?
Because Frodo never learns.
Dongit's Model Railway says, "Having repeated derailments, you need Billy's replacement sleepers." Patrick Furlong says, "I'm already subscribed, Attic Monster." Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh dear. Actually, Matt Rutter says, "Naturism and streaking aren't the same thing, but funny nonetheless."
Yes.
We know. Oh dear.
I wouldn't know.
Oh dear. Right. Anyway. And scene.
So, Jenny, what's
So-
in the news?
Right, I don't know. You asked me like I've been and looked things up.
You've broken one of your cameras.
Ah, already?
Yes.
Oh man. Right. Okay. There we go. For a moment there, I thought I'd broken them all. Right.
Well, that wouldn't be the first
Worthington
time.
Model Railway says hi from Minnesota. No Billy replacement speakers here. I'm sure that he will be branching out in no time at all. Davil says, good evening to you all. I'm very impressed with my new Hellion GWR railcar. Runs perfectly. A Model U making driver and passengers specifically. Yeah, now it's a great model. We've got a full review on that coming out on Wednesday this week. It's already filmed and in the can. And I'd like to extend an amazing thank you to Hellion, who sent an example over. It's actually number 22 in the cream and brown. Let me try and find it. So here it is. This is a really great model, and they're sure to not hang about on the shelves for long, so do get yourself one of these. One word of warning though, the one area where for me I had a lot of difficulty is basically the DCC, not the fitting. Fitting it was a little bit challenging because of the wiring, but fairly straightforward. But the actual lighting functions. Now, this is the first time that I've seen a model really make use of what a decoder can do. Now, that has to be applauded, but it's been done in a way that there's not much information in the manual. I did try and get some information out of Hellion on how to set up other decoders. It says that you should use an ESU, Lock Pilot, or Lock Sound version 5, and bear in mind the ESU actually do several versions of the Lock Pilot and Lock Sound version 5, depending on whether you want 6 functions or a 4+2 functions. Now, you may be wondering what that means. Surely 4+2 adds up to 6 anyway, which it does. But it's to do with whether the outputs are full power, and that's the NMRA standard, that your auxiliary functions are powered functions. So you quite simply attach lights to those and they light up. But the +2 are 2 logic function outputs, and what that's about is that effectively they're acting as a digital switch. Now, I did in the end actually fit it with a Trainomatic 21-pin decoder, which is a 4+2 logic output. Now, I've spoken with Trainomatic. With Sven there at Tramfabrik, and thank you very much. Great to talk to you again. But he said that we need to remap the functions on the decoder, but I don't know how. And this is part of the problem. It's got a lot of flexibility. There's some real innovation going on with the DCC, and I guess it's the instructions that have let it down a little bit. But that's one to get to grips with. And certainly, I think going forward, that is going to be marking
having
a
some real
new.
trouble.
Well, what have you done now?
I've just jumped back to
Have you broken?
front rear yard for the picture, and it's gone.
Oh, for crying out loud!
We are having trouble. We're losing. We're losing signal here.
Yeah, losing cameras. Anyway, Matt Rutter, Ivy on your house. Ivy on your house died. Try Billy's replacement creepers.
Picture broken. Try Billy's replacement beepers.
Oh my word! Eyeglasses break. Get Billy's replacement peepers. Michael Stevens says Billy's replacement government. I think it could be a popular seller. So big hello to Somerset Andy. Big hello to Somerset Andy, of course, another generous supporter of the channel. Who sent in the class 47, and I'm always eternally grateful for people sending in unwanted locomotives to the channel. I'm not fishing for anything. I'm just saying that without you guys, we really couldn't make as many videos as we do. But let's have a look. Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83, evening to you. John PW22 says, hi all, made it tonight. Big hello. Great to see you there. The Unfamiliar Terrier 48 How would you rate the Hornby mag lights for the 4 and 6 wheel coaches? I recently got a London and South Western Railway 4-wheel coach. Is it worth the buy? I got to review one that already had them fitted. I thought that they were really, really great function-wise. There's problems with light bleed through on some of the coaches, it has to be said. As an idea, it's certainly very interesting. You pay your money, you take your choice. There are other ways you could add lighting. But certainly it does what it says on the tin in terms of it gives you lighting. There's flicker free because they run off a battery. The battery is actually fairly long lasting and quite easy to replace should you actually need to. And it's just activated with like a magnetic stick sort of thing. Ray Burble says, okay, going back a ways, page a die, get Billy's Billy's replacement because I think we... Mark Holt says only 86 likes, 230 watching. Absolutely.
If we can get up to 200 likes, Jenny will let me order a pizza. It's a good incentive.
250 likes.
Please, guys, let me have some dinner. She won't feed me otherwise.
No. Dongit's Model Railway says, anyone seen the Hornby APT footage that was released today? Gosh, I really have been out of the loop. In fact, I was up in Skipton, actually. So if you spotted a pair of reprobates around Skipton very briefly today, and you thought...
Then say nothing. We weren't there. You didn't see us, right?
You can't prove anything. But certainly, that was us. We were frisking the charity shops. And you did really well on the retro computer game front.
And on the Blu-rays.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got a good haul actually. Skipton really good for charity shop hauls. And actually, one of the charity shops, and I told you at the time, I said I've never seen that in a charity shop before. Model railway items in a charity shop, not actually overpriced in any way. A Hornby 00 Duchess was in there. Repainted to City of Birmingham, but actually quite a respectable repaint job.
Oh, Wobbly, you got in before I could stop Jenny talking so I could say it.
Oh.
Need to feed Zoe Billy's replacement pizzas.
Oh dear, Patrick Furlong says, I'll order you a pizza, Zoe.
It's alright,
Is that
Patrick,
even possible?
Technically, yes, I could have one delivered to anywhere. But no, let's not do that. I'll order one myself.
No. But listen out for the door, just in case. Model Railway Noob says, I retired again 2 weeks ago. I'm thinking of going back to work so I can afford some more models.
Oh, I know
I've been on catch-up since I started in Model Railways in 2018. It's definitely becoming more and more an expensive hobby, but I'm sure a lot of people in other hobbies will go, our hobbies are expensive as well. Because
retro
they are.
Gaming definitely is.
Oof. Oh, good God, yeah, the prices on those have just jumped sky high. Oh, we've lost another camera.
We're having a great
So
night,
we don't have 5. We don't have 4.
We need Billy's replacement cameras.
Yeah. Do we have number 3? Number 3 is there. Number 1 has got... this is just happening too much.
We really need to sort something out.
Yeah. Dongit's Model Railway says delivery pizzas to random locations. Favourite prank of university students everywhere. Why? Because surely, if you got pranked by a pizza arriving at your door, you'd just be like, "You're saying it's paid for? Oh yeah. And this is the right address? Yeah.
But that was the other thing. So, they would order them cash on delivery. So they were expecting you to pay for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'd have thought in university times they'd be like cash up front or no pizza. Mm-hmm. Alex Dent says, "Oh bother, the technical issue." That's terribly polite. Oh bother. Oh. My monocle has slipped out. Oh bother. DL Warren says all hobbies are expensive. Definitely, yeah. And I know from my father's hobby
I can think of one hobby that isn't.
Do you need some?
And that is frequenting a library.
Oh, I don't know. You might have travel expenses to get there. Right, let's have some.
Oh, that's great, thank you. I'm gonna go and grab a drink. And
Okay.
I will returnify.
Will you now?
Forthwithicus.
Out and about with Scottish drones as Billy's bug replacement. Wobbly Production says you need to visit Billy's replacement computers or monkeys. It's like, could I try one in blue?
I'm in blue.
No, I meant the rest of you. 156
I'll stand outside
Andrew
in the cold, shall I?
Whamgox says Billy's replacement cameras. Matt Rutter says you need Billy's replacement routers. It's actually a local issue. It's OBS. OBS is being a thickie. Southern Triangle, hi to you. Joe G says, hi Jenny, do you know anything about the new Hornby APT? I'm afraid not, no. As we were saying earlier on, we were actually out in Skipton today,
Yes.
so I've been out of the loop all day.
And you know what? We went to Skipton and I couldn't see a single skip. I think that was false advertising.
But I've driven past Skipton an awful lot, but no, we nice to actually finally get there. It's a lovely place if you get to go. What's that? Mark Holt says we could fund a pizza delivery to J. Kirk, care of DCC Concept. Yeah, but I wouldn't be there.
Don't start sending pizzas.
They
to
all
Jenny's work.
finish around 5 o'clock, and it's like, so it would just turn up at a closed building. You can't send it to my work address.
You find it cold on the doorstep the next day.
Oh, it's stuffed in the letterbox, just like pizza. Like, well, you can have it as a calzone. Right. Egg Rider, hi to you. A year or so ago, didn't someone get a pizza delivered to a station to meet a train where the people ordering the pizza were on the train?
Yes, and the guy jumped off, grabbed the pizza, paid for it, and jumped back on the train.
Huh. Wow.
I remember the video of that. They were amazed that it worked.
Paul Murphy, maybe that layout is haunted. Probably the cameras, actually. 156 Andrew, yes, you skip to Skipton. When I was a child, I used to drive past and I'd see the signs for Skipton. It always used to make me think of skipping. A strange child, basically. Still a strange human being, but just older and fatter. Matt Ovell says, new Class 24 dispatched today. Absolutely, yes, the retooled Class 24s from Bachmann have actually arrived fairly quickly. Now, we've had the 24 ones, the ones with the head code box. I've got one pootling around here. I think, yeah, there we are. It's just coming into frame in my little box. Help! 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 Oh! Help! Help! Oh, where's the edge? Oh, there it is. I'm stuck in my little box. But yeah, so the one with the head code box is a lovely, lovely model. And we've now got the ones without. So we've got a fully retooled 24 from Bachmann. Really looking forward to those. The only thing is that the running number of the BR Blue one is one that they did before. And it's like, oh, come on, pick a different number. Because I'm not going to just replace the one I've already got.
You'll love this.
But I am looking forward to the Class 25s from them as well.
Ruben Ashwell says if your layout was haunted, there would be ghost trains on it. Iron Horse Railway says, bit of a controversial one now. Jenny, what's your least favourite model locomotive that you have, for whatever reason?
My least favourite? I'd never really thought about it. Are you alright there?
I'm just utterly worn out.
You got to be careful because that's how.
I'm going to be up all night still. I've got work to do.
Yeah, you're at an age where you can just like fall apart very quickly. My least favourite, in terms of what, livery option, or in terms of the overall locomotive, was a massive disappointment. I must admit, my Hellion Class 35, aka Decoder Killer, it turned out it had a fault on the lighting function. So it was, the model was leaking power into the decoder through one of the auxiliary outputs. And it was, it just kept blowing the decoders, because no decoder can stand that.
She can't take much more of this.
Yeah, and so I had to rewire it, and I've still yet to get all the lights working. So I'd say possibly that at the moment. Right. Kelly Ashford Trains. Big hello to you. Says, never mind ugly looking models, Jenny. I've got my Llangollen train rides back. Yes, of course. Lots of preserved lines reopening up, and actually one of the ones that I want to be going on, because I've got a little bit of time off work, is the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway. Would love to try and get a ride on that.
Ashburn Junction says, yep, drove past you on the high street in Skipton today. My daughter Olivia is a huge fan and nearly made me stop the car so she could say hi. Had a great ride on the autocar from Emsby, though.
MC. Oh,
Emsby.
Oh, wow.
You should have...
You should have waved. Wound the window down and go, Jenny!
Or, as is Jenny's favourite pastime, wound the window down and as you went past just went slap.
I'd just be like, hey, what was that person winding the window down? What? As the car drives past at speed.
Paul Murphy asks, are there level crossings on your working level crossings on your railway, Jenny?
No level crossings at all. Not something that's on this line. I'm just looking around. There's not really anywhere suitable for one, to be honest with you. But in terms of steam locomotives, Kelly Ashford did make the point. Part of the reason that I haven't really changed any of the locos up here is because I went for a power nap at 5 and didn't get woken up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not really.
I am not. You're completely right.
But I was going to actually, with you in mind, funnily enough, put some steam locomotives on. But at the moment, it seems we've only got the 2 going round. But I'd like to thank again the generosity of Robert Scott for sending the 484 Niagara to the channel. Now, let's see, can we get a camera to show it?
No.
Apparently not. Right, what I would suggest then is...
Look, it's not working.
Yeah, no,
tonight.
could you unplug...
all of them?
Not all of them, because the one that points at me still needs to work. So, all of the others...
Which one is the one that points at you?
That one.
We really should.
Yeah, we should, but I suspect because it is the closest,
one of those 2.
Yeah, the 2 on the left. Unplug them. Come on, let's be daring and see what happens. Yeah, pull it out. Keep the next one. Okay. Okay, and then the one furthest to the right. Being daring here.
Oh no, that's gone that way.
Oh, is it? Okay, what about the one next to it? Pull that one out. Okay, they're all out. Right, I'm just going to cycle through some cameras now.
Well, it's gone
right,
dark.
Don't worry. This is a very cunning thing.
So while you're doing that, Paul Murphy says, how many trains do you have?
Me? About 260. I don't know why I said me. It's like you haven't got any.
I have 1.
Okay, right, and
I made it.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay,
that little pug.
Plug us back in, because we now currently have no cameras for watching the trains.
Oh, no cameras.
Actually, that's a good point. Do we have this one? I don't believe we've actually lost. That's weird. Why? How have we lost?
They're all back in.
Okay. Right. So we've got that one back. Have we got this one back? Oh, that trick. Oh, yes!
Yes!
Boom! There we go. See?
Billy's pull them out and stick them back in service.
Warbler Productions, bing bong boop, there goes the system, definitely. Space Ghost says, currently watching the stream while building an A4 Pacific in Lego.
Very nice.
Oh, wow. See, I'd have loved that as a kid, because I loved Lego. And I still do love trains. And the one thing which I actually really, really wanted as a kid was the Lego train. And I had a friend who had one. And I used to love going around to their house, playing with that. But never got one. It's a bit too late now. I don't think I'd want to divert money into buying a Lego train when it could buy these trains, more trains, my precious.
Or one of your other projects.
Sue at Pudham Junction says Billy's replacement gremlins, but yeah, then something else would go wrong instead.
I'd rather the gremlins we know. At least we know how to fix this.
Oh wow. Ruben Ashwell says you need Billy's replacement plugs. Isn't that what you get when you go abroad and you stood there in a Spanish hotel looking at your 3-pin plug and the hole in the wall where it's supposed to go and going, we need Billy's replacement plug.
What if I saw that top one up?
Warbler Production says that camera's gone all blurry.
Yeah, it's a little out of focus. It needs Billy's replacement peepers.
Right, let's see if we can get another camera working. Come on,
let's see if we can. While you're waiting,
no,
I don't think we can.
That one's not working.
Daniel Pulley says, hello there, first time here, lovely looking layout. Spent the day putting a 5-pole motor into my TTS P2 after months of putting it off. At some point you have to just bite those bullets, don't you? Can't have been an easy thing. So we got one back.
We got one back. So basically we've got 2 cameras to work with, which is a pain in the bottom.
Okay,
do we have a lot of videos and pictures that people have sent in?
A fair amount, but I think we should start about 8.
What's showing other people's stuff? Yeah, because then we don't have to keep going back to cameras that don't work. But look, really, really great. I know that we've built up a bit of a backlog because we haven't quite got through the stuff, and we're always blown away by the generosity of people allowing us to share their videos. Are you all right there, Cupboard Monkey?
No, I think I am.
What, wanting to go to bed after this?
I can't. I have so much work to do.
Oh, how look at that! The bottle of ice is melting.
It can't be helped. It's not we're in here in the heat. But for those of you who don't know, what I'm doing a load of behind the scenes stuff. We've got a massive video coming for Friday, and I'm also working on a cartoon for Saturday.
Oh, this coming Saturday?
Yeah. So I have a lot of work to do, and if you haven't seen what the Saturday cartoon is, it's a question of Red Dwarf. Ooh. It's a special episode, and Jenny is going to be on it.
I am? Oh yes, I am.
Did you just say I am as if I hadn't asked you when I had, and you said yes?
Something like that.
Oh my goodness. But yes, we have a thing coming up with Red Dwarf. It's from the Question of Track channel.
Yeah, sorry, if people are wondering, what's that noise? I don't know how loud that is coming through the thing, but we just need the extra cooling. Because with that now pointing at you, which is better for you? That
one's actually working really nicely for me.
Is it? Right, well in that case, I need some Billy's replacement cooling over here. So, I'm just going to make... Oh, yes.
You happy now?
No, I'm never happy, but... Right, John PW22 says that the bulb... Oh, right, so we're coming halfway through there. Bulb was not worth so much of a reception. Was handed a replacement. Billy's replacement light bulbs, eh? Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83 says, behind the scenes at Billy's replacement camera.
Is your Pikachu not saying anything? Try Billy's replacement Pikas.
Right,
Don gets... It says you need Billy's replacement freezers.
Hold on a moment. Somebody sent me a picture and I need to go. I love it. There we are. Right. So there's also we've been doing a Where's Wally thing as well in association with and we posted the details up on the Facebook page. It's just suddenly eluded me in my brain.
Matt Fell says a question of Red Dwarf. So what is it? It's a white hole.
Yes, I'm sure we've experienced this part of the conversation before.
Yes, it seems the loops are getting shorter. So what is it? It's a white hole.
Kelly Asher Train says, I feel sorry for the Steamies who never go anywhere.
They do sometimes.
Well, come on, that's not nice to say about Llangollen Railway, where they just ride up and down all day. Yeah, you should have seen that one coming. But don't forget to tickle that like button, share the stream as well. Just remember, if we hit 250 likes on today's video, the Cupboard Monkey can have something other than stale bread and water for tea, because I will get her a pizza. So we're up to 126 at the moment.
I think that's enough. I think I should order.
No. Well, you originally said 200 and you haven't got there yet. Right. What else is going on in the news?
So you were on What's Neat this week?
I was actually, yes. And
were you neat this week?
I was apparently neat. Actually, it wasn't this week because that was it. The other news, the RPM meet in St. Louis in the US was on. One of their big venues of the year where a lot of manufacturers do announce products, and also a lot of manufacturers do attend to showcase products that are upcoming. Rapido trains were there. I did see some photographs shared on their Facebook feed. But also American Limited Models, and a big thank you to Robert Steers, who's donated $9.99 very, very kindly through the paypal.me link. So thank you very much for that. I was really, really sad in a way that I wasn't able to attend. I had an invite, thanks to the generosity of Robert Steers at American Limited Models, and also Ken Patterson at Model Railroad Hobbyist, trying to get me over to the US to do the St. Louis RPM meet.
So looking
I
forward
was,
to
yeah.
it.
I even got a passport and everything.
You had your bags packed, you were ready, and it wouldn't open.
I've been ready to fly at a moment's notice for the last month and a half, hoping that they would change the rules. And unfortunately, the US has not opened its borders yet. So I'm hoping... well, it's a bit moot now because RPM's been and gone. I really wanted to be there, but I do still have an invite for next year. So next year, hopefully, you will be able to meet me at the St. Louis RPM meet. Really looking forward to it. Maybe get over to the US before then. I'm sure there are other shows. In fact, I know that there are certainly other shows. But the RPM meet, really great. A lot of Monday clubbers as well. Also got to go, obviously, people who live in the US. And it would have been great to actually meet some of you guys. So a big shout out. I know Ken Patterson would have been there as well. And James Regier, I'm rubbish at remembering pronunciations, but certainly he's been posting pictures of the build project that he's been doing on a Jeep, I think they call it, or a Beep. It's an American locomotive, but he's 3D printed all the bits, fully wired it up, lots of lighting functions, looks absolutely amazing. I know he was there as well. Valley's 56XX, big hello to you. Larry Rogers, 484 Niagara, 115 feet long, £471,000 versus the 4884 Big Boy, which is 132 feet long and weighs a whopping £762,000. I don't know how many tons that is. Does anybody know how many tons that is?
No.
One of the things in the UK is that we don't tend to measure things in pounds unless they're only like bags of sugar. So I don't know how many pounds to the ton. I'm sure somebody knows. Google might.
The only thing that we measure in pounds is stuff you can eat or babies.
Brian Dizart, a big hello to you. I think you're asking about the scale. The layout up here is 00. We do also have an O gauge layout, which is stored underneath here. I actually use it for photography. Yeah. I've got an O gauge layout in the garden as well. Needs a bit of TLC.
But you also have a 009 layout.
Yes, yeah, I was going to get to that. And there is a random piece of track about 8 inches long on up on Weir Yard that has a length of 009 track. And all it was I built a little diorama to be able to photograph some 009 Quarryman's bug box coaches that Pico very, very kindly sent for review.
Yeah.
And I had to build a little diorama to actually photograph them on. And I was so pleased with the end result, I built the diorama into Weir Yard. I think I got you can't see the join, it's really good.
Yeah, it's very well done.
Yeah.
Daffel says £2,240 to the ton. So there.
So it weighs a lot then.
Fair amount, yeah. But it is true that we only measure things you can eat and babies, which you shouldn't eat, in pounds.
Yes, don't get the two mixed up. I made that mistake once, but I think I got away with it.
Now you've admitted it to the world. What do you like? You're gonna have to get
in my belly.
You're gonna have to hire one of Billy's replacement lawyers.
No, they're out chasing ambulances. They've got because they've got Billy's replacement sneakers. Right. Charlie McGowan says divide by 2,000. Fly Mode Chairman 1 says £112 times 200, just a bit short of 1,000 kilos. Yeah, I knew that a ton's approximately 1,000 kilos. Well, a tonny is 1,000 kilos, but an imperial ton is approximately 1,000 kilos. I think that's Charlie McGowan says long or short tons. I think that. Oh, interesting. Right. Worthington Model Railway says a US ton is £2,000 versus an imperial ton, which is 2,240.
We always get the higher prices, don't we?
600 tons. George Botterini says a big boy is £1.2 million or 600 tons. Manthony 1956, the big boy with loaded tender weighs some 454 metric tons. It's still blooming heavy, I'll give it that. Oh, wait, Ham Shackleton says, in the Royal Navy, babies' heads were a popular item on the menu.
You should know these things, Jen.
Steak pudding in a suet case. When I was at school, they had a thing on the menu that they called tarmac and fairy liquid. It was actually ginger sponge and a lime sauce, but we all called it tarmac and fairy liquid. And then the other one was pink poo pudding, which was, you know that stuff with like tinned fruit in, and it's like I wouldn't call it blancmange, but just like this pink goop, and we called it pink poo pudding.
Tim's Model Railways has a very good point. You can eat jelly babies, although I recommend you don't eat them by the pound. Otherwise you might
turn into a jelly
yourself.
baby.
And Brian just says, "Sees baby? Oh hell yeah, I've eaten this thing." No, don't eat the baby.
Oh wow. Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83 says Billy's replacement airlines will fly you to the USA, Jenny. Yeah, they'll wait until you're over St. Louis and then somebody just gives you a kick out of the door. And it's like, sorry, you didn't pay for Billy's replacement parachute. No.
Whoops.
George Botterini says, Jenny, you need a big boy. Let's start a big boy fund. Oh, my word. Certainly a big boy would look great. Now, I know where there's a Challenger from Broadway Limited Imports. Actually, at work, they've got one in the cabinet. They've got a Broadway Limited Imports Challenger, which I think is also a 4884. It might be
a type of tank.
It is as well, but I think it's something like a 4884 wheel arrangement as well. However, it has a blown electronics, brand new. But it was found it just shorts the track out, and it appears that the onboard decoder has blown, which is a terrible shame on account of the fact that it was a fully sound-fitted locomotive. But you could hardwire it with a normal decoder, or you could... right. Donget's Model Railway says 4664 for the Challenger. Right, so the big boy is a 4884 and 4664 is the Challenger. That makes sense. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Kelly Ashford Train says, what Jenny and Zoe need is a ride behind a real steam engine. Nothing will stop them. Well, I have driven on the footplate of City of Wells, I'll have you know.
Isn't there a video of that on your channel?
There is a video on my channel of me sat in the driver's seat of City of Wells as it went from, I'm trying to think when I got on the footplate, I think from Bury Bolton Street all the way out to Haywood. I got a special ride on the footplate of that locomotive, and that was an amazing day, I have to say. I have also got cab rides on a Class 20, a Class 25. Both of those were at the Great Central Railway, the Nottingham section. What else have I been in the cab of whilst it was on the move? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's... Oh, I have a German locomotive. I can't even remember the railway. I was living in Bonn at the time, briefly, and got a ride on a narrow gauge line, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Warbler Production says, what about getting a River Rossi big boy? There was one last year of 4014 as a special release after all. Yes, we saw one of those at Rails of Sheffield in their TARDIS-like warehouse. Do you remember? In the big presentation.
Oh my goodness. That
and they
place,
apparently sold incredibly well. Wangok's got a head off for their tea. It's been great having you in. You take care and enjoy your Billy's Replacement tea. J94, big hello to you. Jerry BVR says Billy's Replacement streamers. I like that. Flymo Chairman 1 says subscribe, hit the bell and choose all for notifications. It is of course free. Absolutely. Madden Steam Railways, great to see you. Give me an 060 or a 260 tank locomotive any day of the week. Well, actually, my favourite wheel arrangement for a tank locomotive is actually a 282 Mikado. I really like the 72XX on the Great Western Railway. And that's probably one of my guilty pleasures, is that locomotive. Somerset Andy says, Jenny, a question. I have wired some lights today for my carriage sidings. I run my LED lights separate from my Prodigy. Yeah, I actually run all my lights from an old Gauge Master controller. Now, one thing I will say, excuse me, don't use the 12 volts out of pretty much any model railway controller because they're not regulated. And if you actually test what the voltage is, it can be as shockingly as high as 18 volts. And so if you're wondering why your LEDs go pop from time to time, that might be the thing. What I actually do is I use one of the track outputs and I only turn them up as far as they need to go, and usually that means running things on a between 5 and 6 volts as the dial goes, which means that even if they wave about a bit, they're never going to go up too high. Iron Horse Railway says, can I just say thanks to everyone who's been subscribing to my channel this evening. Really do appreciate it. Thank you ever so much. And also, don't forget that Iron Horse Railways very, very kindly allow DCC Concepts to use some of their amazing photographs done on models with the DCC Concepts weathering powders. And it's going to be appearing in, there's a magazine as well. The advert for DCC Concepts will show one of those photographs because we were so impressed with the workmanship on that. So thank you ever so much.
Iron Horse does some amazing work.
Oh yeah, I mean, because you've got a oh, it's a bit far for me to grab. You've weathered a Ribble Cement Class 17.
Where is it?
It is very top shelf, the white one in the far corner.
Oh yes.
You be careful if you just.
I don't want to be careful. I want to be reckless.
No, I don't think you're going to be able to get that.
No, I'd need.
Sorry, over here.
I'd need an extended thing.
Yeah, I'm taller than you. You sit in the hot seat and talk to the nice people.
Well, it's a good thing I've put trousers on before I came up here, isn't it? I didn't expect to be moved onto here, but
yeah.
Hello everyone. For those of you who haven't seen me before, now you have. And Jenny is about to come back, so I didn't need to waste much time for everyone, did I?
Yeah, people don't like looking at an empty chair.
Yes, they do.
Until you sat in it, and then they thought, actually, an empty chair, that's not too bad. Right, so Iron Horse Railways, if you've seen the photograph, it is truly amazing. He did share it in the Jenny Monday Club Facebook group, which is open to everybody. Really, really love seeing what people post about their own layouts, just chatting, hanging out. Think of it as an extension of the chat here, except you can post up links to your own videos and
it's your own model railway club. But
yeah, pretty much. It's the Monday Club.
Yeah.
But it's actually this very model. Well, not this model, but this particular livery. And he's done such an amazing job. I'm really tempted to go. Please, would you weather this? No, but it's. I mean, because to me, that is too clean. You look at that, and it's like. It doesn't look. It looks like a toy livery because it's too clean. But
it looks like the type of thing that wouldn't actually hold any cement.
I don't think you're not supposed to load the locomotive with cement. If you do that, you've done something wrong.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's the locomotive.
Big hello to Paul Murphy and Brian Desart says I'm a big fan of Burlington Northern and Santa Fe. and the Nickel Plate Road, and I'm US, and I'm not a hater of UK or any kind of language or any people. I think I've come in halfway through the conversation there, but certainly, yeah, we're also big fans of the US railroad scene, big fans as well of Ken Patterson at the What's Neat this
you
week,
do love the
which
What's
I
Neat
was
this
on
week.
actually. We were talking about that now, and then it was like meanwhile back at the ranch because we got distracted. Squirrel! Which is basically how I am. If you ever meet me in real life, I'm easily distracted.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But certainly,
I've seen worse. But
yeah.
not
Anyway,
often.
don't derail my train of thought. But essentially, I was on What's Neat this week. Last week on the Monday, so you'll have seen me on there if you watch What's Neat this week. Do go over there. Subscribe to Ken What's Neat this week, and do watch the podcasts. But I'm on that, and also a big thank you to Robert Steers, who was on filming over the weekend and name-checked me on What's Neat this week as well. And apparently mentioned the Billy's replacement speakers thing, so it is really getting legs. Big hello to Dundee Road. How are you, sir? It's been so long. Great to see you, it's really great to see new and old faces in the chat tonight. Paul Murphy says, 2 nice ladies. Where? Quick, keep them talking. If you ask them nice, maybe
You're
they'll...
married, Jen.
Right. Let's have a look. Valley's 56XX. The filthier the locomotive, the happier I am. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase has already watched it, Jenny. Flymer Chairman 1 says, the Class 17, got it. I've only been familiar with the 08s and the 20s. Paul Murphy says, I love the US railroad trains. And we have got, unfortunately, we've got a little bit of a camera issue. I'm going to try a different camera. See, can we... yes, we've got another camera. So,
Yay.
Coming out of the far tunnel, it's just been bowled by that 37. But we have a Broadway Limited Imports 484 Niagara in a New York Central livery coming round. So we've got our little taste of the US going round there. Very kindly sent in by a Monday Clubber Robert Scott. Thank you ever so much for your generosity. And we'll be doing a full review of that model on Friday's video. Worthington Model Railway says, you look like you were having trouble staying awake on What's Neat this week. Did I?
Oh, you have had issues before.
You've got to remember, that was filmed, what was my time, about 4 a.m. in the morning.
As opposed to 4 a.m. in the evening.
Can I just say, 4 a.m. in the morning, after I'd been at work, I'd got up at 6 a.m. effectively the previous day, so I'd been up for nearly 24 hours at that point. Kelly Ashford Train says, an American 060 steamer has wormed her way onto my model railway territory alongside a pair of Disneyland carriages.
Oh,
I've named her
nice.
Frisky, and she's part of my steam fleet. I know that the Baldwin Locomotive Company did an 060 and tender switcher. Nearly said something else there. David Collins says, subscribe and ding, like the bell, or be replaced by Billy's replacement members. Hi from Bavaria on the Czechoslovakian border. So, let me just... oh, there we go. Right. Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83 says, yay, another camera. It's
been a bit of an issue.
I'm afraid we've only got 2 that really work. OO Gauge Craig, hi Jenny, have you got the new Hellion 009 locomotive, Lynn? Well, if the cupboard monkey would like to pass me that blue box down there. And this is coming up, not this week. We've already filmed all the videos for this week. We do have a Hellion review, as we said at the beginning. On Wednesday is going to be the really nice Hellion AEC rail car. That's the Wednesday video. So do look out for that. But the following Wednesday is going to be the Lynn locomotive, the 242 Baldwin. I'm going to get this out of the box. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I've not actually run this. I've not really had it out of the box at all. Just got to be careful not to lose the cow catchers. But this will be thanks to the enormous generosity of Hellion in sending over a sample for review. Woo! Nearly dropped it. Don't want to do that because I think I've got to give it back as well. But this is Lynn, let me just hold that right up to that camera. So this is the new Hellion Lynn 242, and this I believe is the very, very early olive green. I think this is actually the Linton and Barnstable Railway livery from before the Southern Railway took over the line. Really, really interesting livery. And this model, which for 009, I believe features I think it's got a working headlight. I'm sure I read somewhere, but I will double check that. But it really is a lovely locomotive. So maybe we should actually. Will that actually? Oh no, it's just a little bit too big.
It's too big. Would it get in the middle of that dropped one?
No, it doesn't. I've just tried it.
Ah, fair enough.
Gauge Craig says, very nice. I've only seen the photos and I'll be looking forward to the video. It is a little bit expensive, I will say that, but from where I'm sitting, you get a lot for your money with that model. It really does look an incredibly fine locomotive. Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83 says, evening, Tim's model trains. Tim's model trains in different videos. If Big Boy lift by a crane and drop it someone under... Oh, that's not very nice. Worthington Model Railway says 6 hours earlier in US Central Time. John PW22 says Jenny needs Billy's replacement teeth. Warbler Production says I have a 16mm scale American built loco, originally full-size loco, not the model. One of my favourite narrow gauge classes after Garrett's. Matt Ovell says funny seeing American HO model next to OO. They look similar size, but in real life they're huge. Of course, yes, because the 484 Niagara is actually HO, so 3.5mm to the foot. And the OO is 4mm to the foot. Oh no! We've lost another camera!
I think we're going to do that a lot tonight. It's getting warm out there. Let's put
it
that
is, right. So we're going to have to stick with this camera. It's the only one left working. Kelly Ashford Train says Backman's 009 narrow gauge team has worked well. I'm not sure about the Hellion version. The Hellion ones actually work really, really well. I've had no trouble from the Manning Wardle, which I've got. I do actually love that locomotive. I built Minnoth Tatus to specifically allow that to run. It does tend to be a little bit pickier on the actual curvature of the track. The Bachmann Baldwins, run really, really well. They really are great. And also, I believe that the Bachmann, Scarloey and Rheneas, the Thomas the Tank Engine models, which are based on the actual Talyllyn railway models, really nice ones. If you replace the faces and repaint them green, they look perfect for the Talyllyn railway, and apparently that they do run very, very well. Big hello to Zach Farnworth from your Auntie Jenny and Auntie Zoe, who's
hello.
Who's playing computer games?
I was playing pinball. Bugger off.
Hey, language, Timothy. The Angels share model railways. Evening, Jen and Zoe and everyone in chat. Richard Stone says they've got the GWR tank and BR dark red coaches reenacting painting of leaving portal of Merthyr Tunnel, which we used to walk through until the safety conscious authorities blocked it. Oh. Zach Farmer says hello, Auntie Jenny and Zoe. Jerry BVR says faulty cameras, you need Billy's replacement streamers. Oh gosh, it's really got legs, hasn't it? Right, anyway, it's 10
Billy's
past 8.
replacement legs.
It's 10 past 8, so what I suggest is that we move to trying to get through some of the backlog of the amazing videos and pictures.
No, we're not trying to get through some of the backlog. We're going to be looking at people's layouts.
Yes, well, I know there's quite a lot of people sending stuff in, and it's a really great way to dip your toe into what else is out there on YouTube as well.
Yes.
And from your point of view, it can be a really great way to get your own YouTube channel noticed.
And for everyone else, those who aren't just wanting to show off their channel, which I don't think most people are who send stuff in, it's also a way to show what you've been doing and how you've done it. And a lot of people get ideas from it. I mean, how many times have we had inspiration from seeing some of this stuff?
Definitely. It's
so
even
if you're a really old hand at model railways, you could still find something new.
Definitely, and it's been really nice to see some of your layouts grow as well.
Yes.
And that's what I always say to people: you don't have to wait until it's completely finished. It is really, really nice for people to share stuff at all stages of construction.
I mean, how many times have we seen something where we think that's going to be amazing, and then we've seen how it goes through, and it becomes something amazing, and everyone's like, yes, I really like the fact that we've seen this from the start.
Yeah, and I think that for a lot of people as well, it's almost as important to see the kind of how it's being built to get the inspiration.
Absolutely.
Because I've got a lot to take away from various things. Where I've looked at that and thought,
I could do with a takeaway.
Well, how do we have? I'm afraid we don't have the 250. Yeah, tough. Mark Jenkins says, I had the new Locomotive Hornby 3 rail. Ooh. Of
Paul
course,
Murphy
yes.
says, Jenny, have you been vaccinated? We both have.
Double vaccinated.
Yes.
Definitely we have. Madden Steam Railway says you should see what they're using as a regular steam locomotive at the Epping Ongar Railway. It's a 260 Great Western tank locomotive. Works fine for us. Oh, brilliant. A 260 Great Western tank locomotive. I'm trying to think actually what that would be. Warbler Productions, I've just sent 2 pictures to Zoe of my Olco in its gorgeous new livery as applied by my older brother in June.
Oh, wow.
Matt Ovell says, my model railway is not yet finished. Currently, it looks like most of your cameras. Oh, dear. Mark Jenkins says, I had the new Locomotive Hornby 3 rail. Yes, Hornby 00 making a comeback again. The Duchess of Atholl was so popular.
I think
we've seen this one.
I must have sent it twice, but I'm going to start with it either way because it's fun. Timothy Kynard has sent a garden model railway, so if you want to jump over to that.
Yeah, you make it play. I'll press the button.
Do you know you're standing on my foot? No, but if you
hum it, I'll play it. Right.
It really doesn't want to get going tonight.
Just give it a chance.
There we go.
Go to like clicking manically. I think we have seen this one was it last week?
We did see it last week, but I wanted to start off with this either way.
No
because
worries.
It was there.
Iron Horse Railway says, I don't follow instructions very well, but if I can see how something is done, then usually I can pick it up fairly quick. So you're right when you say it's nice to see layouts in development.
Absolutely.
And Blairgowrie Forest Railway, Andrew Johnson says, the videos are the best part of the stream. Oh, brilliant. And it's
I'm glad people enjoy it.
And it's something that, we're a big advocate of. I really hate people who just pull the ladder up after them.
Yeah, I want people to be able to think they can be a success.
Yeah.
And help them become that success.
I've forgotten to put the cow catchers.
Because there are so many people out there who've got great ideas and great projects that most of the time people would never see.
Yeah.
And say, that's not good. I want everyone to have the chance.
Definitely, yeah. And, I think sometimes it's a nice little way of giving something back to the community.
Yeah. I love this.
And giving people
stores on
a
the
leg
American
up.
stuff.
Yeah. It always reminds me of, like, Westerns.
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, because being British, that's really our main way of seeing that sort of thing, isn't it?
Skipsy Trains, big hello to you. I've finally been able to get footage of the layout and I'm currently looking to edit a video for next week.
Ooh,
the viaduct now has more shrubbery. Oh, no.
We are the Knights who say, and we want a shrubbery with a nice path down the middle and a 2-level effect.
Right. Kelly Ashford Train says, I'm looking to part exchange my Bachmann Hinton Manor for the Daypole version. Actually, yeah, we've got. I think we've also got an Acura scale version forthcoming as well, which will be their first steam outline locomotive. Really looking forward to that. But thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, that was great.
It's a lovely little fun layout.
It really is. And
really colourful.
Iron Horse Heathen has really summed up my view of the garden railways and how we see them. No space one, but he's been always envious. He says it must be nice sitting in the garden on a summer evening with a drink, watching the trains.
Yes,
that is exactly it.
When we had the 00 gauge layout,
That's what
really
you used to
loved
do.
the gin and tonic in the garden. Ed's egg. We did.
It must have been sent in twice, but I wanted to show it either way.
No worries. Right, so This
Okay.
one is from Craig Thomas, aka Iron Horse Railways. So let's have a look. Video for this week's club. You want to get that queued up?
Yes.
Warbler Production says, I think I'll be getting an Acura scale manor. They do look amazing. And what I'd actually like to do is maybe review both. I'd really look forward to reviewing both. I think it might be a really good educational thing to see how two different companies take it on the same prototype. And quite often you find that one does something that the other doesn't. Richard Stone says, your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Evan Terry says, we demand a shrubbery.
Now, sir, now go away or we'll insult you again.
Split Rock 323, big hello to you. Iron Horse Railway says, I can't remember sending one. This might be carried over from a previous
This was
week.
carried over, yes.
So, really, oh, Billy's replacement speakers! Yeah! Did we actually show this one the other week?
No, we didn't. Excuse me.
Oh,
we
this
sent
is
in
brilliant.
two 1 week, and as per our normal rules, we to get through a lot of different ones, we only show one from each person a week.
This is really, really nice.
But yeah,
is that Billy's warehouse there? Oh, this is really, really nice. And those tankers as well, real nice weathering on those. So, Warbler Production says, my lack of garden doesn't stop me from having garden locomotives. Just run them out in the town square. Yeah, we did see that as well. You did that with the K1 Garrett for the Twitter Steam Rally in May. So we've just posted up the link. Jack says, hey, Jen, how have you been? I've been really well, actually. We're out in Skipton today, and I believe a Monday clubber actually spotted us in Skipton and didn't say hello as they drove past at high speed. That was a missed opportunity to wind a window down, put your hand out, and whoosh, slap us as you went past.
that would be a Billy's replacement greeting.
Yes, it would be. Paul Murphy asks, how many tunnels on the layout? I think technically there are 3. Because there's two on the lower, plus actually no, 4 if you include the way down to the Filia. So 4.
A tunnel.
Yeah, 4. Iron Horse Railway says, I've actually redone the tankers since this video.
Wow.
Tom Gits Mother Railway says, was that Big Tarts Bakery I saw too? oh, that's the tanker lorry that was that you sent the picture for DCC Concepts to use. Really impressed by that.
I love the way
this
it's got
is
everything.
Lovely.
Every single thing's weathered, even the windows.
Yeah,
they've got
it
that
looks
industrial
real and
look.
dirty, just like real buildings. And I like the way as well it's dirty at the bottom, the way that the rain splashes the dirt.
Yes. It's so well done. He's thought out every single bit of this. Okay, according to our instructions, we're supposed to jump on from about 2 minutes. Budget and Scarper!
Oh, yes. Definitely.
And...
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
No, you need Billy's replacement walls. Oh,
wow.
That's a really good weathering job on that. It's one of the Oxford Rail Janus shunters, which are actually a really great kept secret. You can get them for as little as £69.50, and they are such an amazing runner.
Right, we're supposed to jump on from the last.
Oh, a big hello to Sparky107. Big hello to you. It says, good day, model railroaders. And it says, Split Rock 323. It says, anyone else use Model U 3D figures?
Wow, look at that.
I've seen them used, actually. They are really good. So I can vouch for them.
Jen,
they are good.
Look at that.
They are great. I love
that
the photographic back scene.
Looks
really
so good.
Works so well. This is really, really nice.
I'm really loving this.
Thomas says, good evening, Jenny. Hope you're okay. Sorry I'm late tonight. No, absolutely.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor
Frodo?
is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Iron Horse Railway says, it is, and it's a brilliant loco, but an absolute bugger to DCC fit. I have to say, I didn't find it so difficult. Maybe you're using the wrong decoder. I've actually managed to DCC fit it with, I've used the Zen Black decoder with a stay alive as well, and I managed to get all that fitted in just right.
Wow.
Also the Train-O-Matic 8-pin decoder fits in there really well with the smart power pack. So That I actually, I think if you get the right decoder combination, they are actually not too bad. Iron Horse Railway says, wow, this is an old video because that is all now a cement yard. Wow. Richard Swiderski says, super layout. Ed's Egg says, great weathering. Paul Murphy says, I like little model vehicles. Brilliant. And Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83 says, brilliant weathering. Flymo Chairman 1 says, I've got that on a tab. I just missed the live stream, Sparky. It's great to have you back in. Also, I've seen Shanghai. It's gone off the top. Shanghai is in as well. But thank you very much for sharing that with us. Really enjoyed that. Sparky 107 said, I was just checking out the GoPro. Good way to do a layout update. Yeah, we've done a few videos with our little cube camera, which was sent to us.
Just stick it on the thing. The kind
generosity of Train-O-Matic. Actually, it was Tram Fabrique, UK stock.
Yes.
Of Train-O-Matic, very, very generously sent us a cube cam, which we've used extensively. And yeah, it really, really has opened up so many different possibilities for video production. Iron Horse Railway says, using a massive TTS decoder with Stay Alive, got it in there, but the TTS chip is massive. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the
TTS decoder can be a bit on the large side. Right, who have we got? This is Tim.
This is friend of the channel, Tim's Model Railways and different videos. Always nice to see more from Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he's got an international station.
International. Okay,
if I can get this to load. Okay, stop it. Let's go. This looks interesting. This is part. It
Underground
is
Ernie.
Yes.
Yeah. It was apparently a cartoon or something.
Well, it does look yeah.
And Bankman had all the merchandising, and for a good long while, actually, you could find these things remaindered, and they were a great source of really cheap but very reliable motor bogies for other projects.
I can imagine they would have to be very reliable, given the age range they appear to be aimed at, but they look really fun. That is interesting.
Gordon Hanning says, surprise, surprise, dinner isn't actually burnt. Clearly she wasn't listening to the stream.
Look at all the stuff you can get with it. They really did put a lot into this thing. That is massive.
David, it's My Model Railway, who very, very generously sent to me, courtesy of me at DCC Concepts, which is actually a really good address to just send stuff to, because it will get to me.
Yeah.
Sent these 3D
within
printed...
reason, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, bear in mind, if you send it, like, middle of the night, there ain't going to be anybody there, so don't send takeaways. Although some of my work colleagues might really appreciate random pizzas turning up. But thank you ever so much for these.
This really looks good, this set.
The Billy Replacement APT, now on the Monday Club Facebook group.
Look at those.
It's really, really nice. There's a lot of play value. And actually, really...
I like those little vendor machines at the back. They're nice.
See, I think those stations would be a good basis for quickly putting together some kind of a terminus station.
Yes. I think you're right. There's a lot of value to that.
That's what Sparky says as well. As that would be a good starting point for a nice station.
Yeah.
Very much. Because, again, it takes us back to weathering. If you weather stuff, even some quite toy-like looking stuff can be made to look really, really good. I've seen there's a Playmobil model locomotive, which is an approximately O gauge, which with a weathering job actually looks incredible. But it's a toy.
Talking of Playmobil, I saw something today. They've got a limited edition Playmobil Star Trek set.
Oh.
So I thought, well, that looks interesting. I'll have a look at it. £400.
Yeah, they know that it will sell.
I think I will not be buying that.
Yeah, but they know it will sell.
Of course it'll sell.
Yeah.
I bet they didn't have any left.
Yeah, it was probably sold out to pre-orders with middle-aged nerds.
Do we get to see any run? There's none of it running, which is unfortunate, but...
TARDIS, everybody. I spotted it.
Yeah, Tim's getting a hell of a size collection of that. What's that other one, that little one to the right? What is that set?
Well, that multicoloured train.
No, this little one here. What's that?
That looks like it's like a toe mix set or something like that.
That looks cool. I could just do you remember Polly Pockets and Mighty Max and those things where you could open them up and there was a play set inside like a box?
Yeah, something like that.
Imagine that as a train set. You just open it up and there it is.
Warbler Productions, massive TARDIS alert.
I know. Says, has that train got a flat cap? Yes, it has.
Yeah, it's the it's from the Bakerloo line, so it's meant to be Sherlock Holmes or something.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. But apparently it was an American CGI thing.
Thank you for that, Tim. That was great.
A big hello to Timothy Kynard. Great to see you in. And also, don't forget, everybody, if you haven't already done so, really important, do click that like button, because if we hit 250 likes tonight, then I will buy the Cupboard Monkey a takeaway pizza. I'm not telling her where I'm taking it away from. I might just walk out to the shop and take it away from there. But
Nino.
yeah. Right, what have we got up next?
Okay, this one's from Richard Swiderski, and I'm going to try and get it to... Oh.
Linda Rose, big hello to you. Says, Mr. Hanning needs help from Billy's replacement wives. I was listening from the kitchen. Ho, 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 ho. Somebody's in trouble.
Do you want to jump over? This is a
hit play.
45690 Leander visits Cheshire on the 18th of July. So this should be fun.
Hertford Station.
Here we go.
Daniel 14 Duck, big hello to you. Naive Gauge as well says, today I finally finished editing what will be my first video in 5 months or so.
Wow.
Feels so good to be back in the groove
I'll
again.
bet it does.
Absolutely. So, oh my word, I can see. Where is? Oh right, so there's is that a class 57 or a 47?
That's why, because it's still on the station platform.
So there's the, I think it's a class 57 or a 47. That station there, look to the left, looks a bit worse for wear. And then a train travelling backwards at high speed. Whoa!
Whoa, that was amazing.
You got bowled by a loco. Oh gosh, I bet that gave your heart a jolt. That's just weird. The steam train's at the back, going backwards really fast.
Neep, neep.
Wow.
Tim, you are very much welcome. He says, thank you for showing my video.
No worries.
Absolutely welcome. Thank you for sending it in.
Oh my word, Mark Holt says, wish you wouldn't mention limited edition nerd stuff. I'm now Googling Playmobil Star Trek.
I do apologise.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
But also, don't forget to
I
share
am a
the
bad
stream.
influence.
Let everybody know about the Monday Club goodness. All are welcome. And if you share it to social media, that's some kind of a steam tugboat. That's really nice in and of itself. And here she comes. I know where this is. This is near the where the M56 runs adjacent to.
Is she coming round the mountain?
You got some really good weather for this, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good shot.
Mel says, awesome trains. Thank you very much. Mark Jenkins says, Hornby Visitor Centre is very good. I like to go. And of course, don't forget that if you are a member of the Hornby Collectors Club, then you do get in for free. Split Rock 323 says, mind the yellow line. Definitely, yeah. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase says, that was too close. I think somebody's heart was going... And oh gosh, she's blowing off like a good one there.
Neep neep.
I
don't know why I'm saying neep neep. I don't know any
is that
say neep neep.
Is that the freight only line that goes off towards? I'm trying to remember where it goes. It's just recently being brought back into passenger use.
Wow.
I do know the area.
It's
actually,
big, isn't it?
I think that's from the other side.
You get a real sense of scale on these viaducts because you know how big those arches are going to be, and that train still looks big.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's the Frodsham Viaduct. I think, but this might be from the other side. The motorway, I think, is on the other side. Gosh, she is blowing off like a good one. Or is that the whistle?
I think that's the whistle, isn't it? The front. I was going to say spout. A lot of different coloured carriages.
Yeah, well, there's Pullman carriages there. You see the brown and the umber and cream. They're Pullmans, and then the other ones in the maroon. They're just more. I think they're Mark 1s. Yeah, I think they're just Mark 1s.
But it shows you can put all kinds of different colours behind a
And I suspect
loco.
that tagged on the back is actually the support coach. Really,
the
really
sound
nice.
is on. No, it isn't.
Stop winding us up.
Don't make me Don't make my heart jump like that. Well, that was brilliant. Oh, there's more.
Oh, and there's more. Warbler Production says, the only time I've been on a steam rail tour from Tamworth to York, we took a freight-only line at one point to avoid a busy part of the passenger network.
Oh, right.
Ooh, nice.
Here we go. They're coming round.
Richard Swiderski says it's the Holton Curve near Frodsham. Excellent.
It is a big one, isn't it? Oof.
Yeah. And I've actually got video footage of her storming through Settle. Evan Terry says Billy's replacement speaker sound is on. It can't be.
It's not. He's doing it because we said that it made my heart jump to think I'd left it on. You're being cruel.
Did your bottom suddenly squeeze
like,
really tight?
Yeah, cruel tonight.
Oh, that's just before you were bowled by that electric loco.
Oh my goodness.
And there's going to be a moment where the heart goes, ba-da-da-dum. Yeah.
That is good. Thank you so much for that.
Tom McKee says, yes, finished, back to work, catch up later. Evan Terry, stop winding her up. Evan Terry says, why can I hear a steam train?
Because you're on
Is
a
there
steam
one
train.
going past your house by any chance? Right. Tom McKee says, should be tea finished. Iron Horse Railway says, aye, that's a 47. Well, of course, 57 looks the same pretty much to the undiscerning because they were made from 47s.
Got a message here from Charlie. I think this... Charlie says, I saw Jenny on that US broadcast. Well done. So
Thank you very much.
What's neat this week?
Yes, really honoured to have been asked to go back onto What's Neat this week. I think that's my 4th visit on What's Neat this week, so I'm becoming a sort of a semi-regular. But really wanted
How
to
many
be over there
episodes
for
are
the
there?
Hundreds.
And you've been on 4.
Yeah, it makes me a regular. But apparently Ham Shackleton says the tugboat is the Daniel Anderson. And Alex Dent says Speedy Pendolino in the way. Evan Terry says no, it definitely is on. I think you may have another video going on the other.
Yeah.
On another tab.
I can see that the speaker is off.
Yeah. Yeah, there is definitely no other sound on it. Right, Richard Swiderski, you're absolutely welcome. Says thank you for showing my video. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you for sending
it in. We always do enjoy you guys' stuff.
Speaking of enjoy, I think
Oh,
you do love
regular
this
Shanghai 264359.
You particularly love this particular layout. This is a huge American BNSF freight train with GPUs. So if you want to join onto there, here we go. And this is, Shanghai 264359. Regular to the channel. And here we go. So that's a fair amount.
So Burlington, Northern and Santa Fe and NS. What's NS?
Northern and Southern?
Could be.
Northern Southern? I think we got told off for saying Northern and Southern, didn't we?
Well, they're the BNSF. So there'll be another 2 locomotives somewhere in the train, I think.
It is big.
Or with the double deck, because they've got a much bigger loading gauge. They can do that. You can't do that over here.
No. I'm not Union Pacific. Oh, look at all those parcels.
Some really nice wagons there. I love the weathering. Some quite subtle weathering on some of those cars.
It's really
Somerset Andy says, got to go now. Thanks, Jenny and Zoe and everyone. Great fun. You all take care. Cheers, Andy.
What is that, NS?
Thank you very much for coming in. It's really great to see you as well. You take care. And don't forget, anybody you can catch up with. Evan Terry had a video running in the background.
Norfolk Southern, says Mantony. There we are.
But look, you take care, and you can always, everybody can always watch on catch up as well and get any of the bits that you may have missed.
That was wonderful.
Thank you so much for that.
I always love that layout.
Yeah.
It's so bright and happy.
Very much. And also, don't forget that this Friday, you will also be able to watch the full video of the 484 Niagara, a New York Central livery that we've got on the channel what we're actually running right now. Unfortunately, because some of our cameras have decided to break.
Yeah. And of course, Patreons will see that video as soon as I finish editing it.
Yes.
Which is tonight, because she keeps prodding me to do it. I don't get any sleep, guys. I have to live in my office and work.
Well, your office that's like some kind of little nerd zone full of games. Which you got one more today that you were well chuffed at £1 for
I
a
was
super
so happy.
rare game. Not necessarily an expensive game.
We didn't know it was super rare, but we had a feeling that we didn't have it.
Well, we knew that you didn't have it because I went outside to get a signal to check the thing. Valleys 56XX says, love a big US train. Model Railway Noob says, nice.
Okay, this one is from the Aylesmead project. And
Daniel Kiersey says, hi all. Big hello to you. Shanghai 264359 says, thank you for sharing the video. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Right.
So I'm going to try and...
Alex Dent says, poor Zoe. Don't believe all the claptrap that she comes out with. Right, you get that up. Right. The reason we started partway through.
Yes, because he told me to.
Oh.
So this is Aylesmead project, one of his project updates.
And I did a video, I think, from what I remember, about the weathering, how he weathers his track, and it really is a great technique.
I think we did share that as well, didn't we?
I think it is on the Facebook group, but look at these effects with the really oily, grimy track that you see, not just in depots, but also you sometimes see this in stations at the platforms where a train has sat for a long period of time. And there is, it's actually a very effective crossing there, an occupation crossing with a way through underneath with a photograph in there.
That's actually a really good way of doing it, suggesting more to the layout.
Good looking honky says, Jennifer, hi from America, Peter North here. Old adult film star. Wifey and I enjoy your streams. Thanks, Peter North. Absolutely welcome. Great to see you. Always do love all the fans from around the world. And I was really, really upset that I couldn't get to the RPM meet in St. Louis to meet some of you guys. Unfortunately, we're not able to travel into the US at the moment. The borders are still closed.
You guys knew she was coming and closed your borders.
Yeah.
So, don't let her in. Don't
there
let her
was
in.
a presidential executive order and everything. Yeah, these tracks really nicely done with the oil and grime.
Look at those walls.
Yeah.
It looks like they've seen severe weather. I like the way he's hitting his controller there as well. This is really well done.
Yeah, really do like this. Oh, and
he's got it inside the bridge.
Oh, and you've got your programming track up there as well. Yeah, that works really well. And it's things like this. There's really great ideas. The way he's hidden his controller and his programming track. Because I know that we've often talked about this, the innovative ways that people hide the business end of their railway. So we've seen like a gauge master, a controller disguised as a factory, which is one I always think of as really, really great ideas. But I like that as well, having the ECOS controller hidden within the bridge area.
I love the way he's done this. It looks like you could really get your fingers into it.
And it's a really, really nice small layout. So anybody says I don't have the space for a layout, actually, we beg to differ.
And that was a project that we were talking about, wasn't it? Putting a layout into a chest of drawers. So you can just store it.
Yeah, and also like if you, for example, rented accommodation, move a lot. I know a lot of people in the armed forces move around a lot. Yeah. And it's a great way of taking your model with you. I think this one is O gauge as well. So you look how much you can get in a small area in O gauge. But the weathering on this, for me, is very much a highlight. But I like that weathered concrete for the crossing as well. Really nicely done.
And it looks like it's been there a while. It's been used. It's got the cracks in it. We've got an interesting question from Naive Gauge there. Yeah. Where is there a list of exhibitions happening this year?
I wish I knew. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I really don't know. It's all still a bit up in the air.
If anyone knows of any coming about, then let's put it on the Monday Club.
Yeah, definitely. Paul Murphy says, This is my first time viewing one of your live streams, Jennifer. It won't be the last. They're really great streams.
Oh,
thank you ever so much. And don't forget, everybody, if you do like the stream, don't forget to show your appreciation by just tickling the like button.
It
and
really
also,
does help out.
if you can do, it's always really, really gratefully received if you share the stream as well to social media, things like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, because it really does help get the... Yeah, stop messing about. It really does help the message get out there, and everybody is welcome. And we do enjoy as well sharing the videos that you guys
So
are
we're going to
sending
jump on
well.
now, because that's...
But thank you ever so much for that. Really love the weathering. It's a great little layout, that. The Aylesmead Project says the weathering rituals are now available on my channel and Monday Club Facebook. Brilliant. Manthony 1956 says, looking good, Honky. I remember your films and co-stars. Works next door to VCX in Chatsworth in the mid-1980s. Gosh, so we've got some famous people in here.
Excellent. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got one from just a picture from Charlie McGowan.
Okay, let's bring that
He
up.
sent a few sketches around before, and I believe they were on the Monday Club Facebook page. But this is
Class
another
31?
one of his sketches, and I like that. It's
That's
got a
nice
real
little
sense
sketch.
of depth to it, and it looks wonderful.
Brilliant.
Is it watercolor or is it felt pen for the colouring?
I'm not sure. It's nice. And perspective's really good as well.
I'm wondering if it's watercolor pens.
Could be. Or no, it'd be watercolor pencils, but surely.
No, yeah, you might be right there. But yeah, I like that.
Probably not. Eric says, "Sorry, I'm late."
A Monday Clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins.
Gandalf.
Nor is he
Hello,
early.
Gandalf.
He arrives precisely when he means to. That is a really hard voice to do.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm sure. Gandalf. Is it really hard to do?
Yes.
Right now, Zoe, stop bothering Gandalf. Right. Thank you ever so much for that. Brilliant. Thank you so much for sending that in. Kelly Ashford Train says, "Love the ordinary running sessions more. I've missed them." Oh, well, we've missed you as well. Kelly Ashford Trains also says Chester Cathedral is holding a model railway exhibition. This is with the Pete Waterman layout, and certainly I've seen some really good footage
We
from there.
saw a video of that last week, didn't we? The Pete Waterman one, and that was amazing. Right,
Don Gets Model Railway says class 24 or 25. Well, we've got both running, actually. We've got two class 25s and a class 24-1.
Thanks for coming along, Clive. Appreciate your time, and hope you have a good night.
Absolutely, but it's been great having you in. And a big hello as well to all the people we've got in Northern Ireland, as well as around the world.
Now, next up, we have 3 photographs from Charles Gibbs, and we always enjoy these because
very much.
He has such a good eye for a good photo. Right, have a look at that.
Oh yes, oh that is really well done. I love that photographic filter you've got on there. But Charlie McGowan,
like a photo, you could put it on a postcard.
Right, going back to our last picture, Charlie McGowan says markers in this case. It was done with markers, that previous one. And Sue at Putnam Junction says that would be nice on a T-shirt. Actually,
yes,
that's a good option.
You should do that. But we use, Teespring? So you should try that.
Yeah, Teespring. We actually need to get up the Billy's replacement speakers.
I know, Billy's replacement T-shirts as well.
Oh, yeah. Charlie McGowan says I can send a few over and you can give them away. Oh, brilliant.
Thank you. How's that? That look,
I love
to me,
that with
if
the
that
class
was on a
33.
postcard, that would be amazing.
Looks like a class 33 and a class 21, I'm going to call that, in the background, but really nice. Oh, and a BT well tank. And again, the weathering is really good. The lighting is perfect.
I think we've seen that shed before, because I always think it looks so well weathered. It just looks great.
Really lovely pictures. You've got the lighting perfect.
Perfect lighting, yes.
Penna Lane TMD, hello there. Davil's got to go. Bye all, keep well. You keep safe too. Don't forget you can catch up with anything that you missed on the it becomes an ordinary video and you can catch it on catch up. Manthony 1956 says only in America a defense contractor right next door to a major adult film distributor.
Hey, well, you go where you can. You go where you can.
Land of free enterprise.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
The third and final of the photos from Clive.
I'm going to say that is a H2 Atlantic on the right. We've got a Terrier on the left. And I'm going to say a Merchant Navy class or a West Country class in the middle. But certainly that is really, really nice. And there's great use of what I'm guessing would be the woodland scenics, bushes and foliage. Really, really nice.
I'm loving these. So we've got a question from Probably Not Eric. Would you rather have a monochrome layout or a rainbow layout where nothing matches?
Monochrome would be weird. I
would actually like to see that as a project. I don't think he means monochrome in the way.
Yeah, as in everything is. Yeah. Right. I don't know. I think both have their merits. Penna Lane TMD says hello, Zoe and Jenny. Hope you're both okay. We are very much. Thank you very much. Hope you're well too.
Those locums were a Dayport class 20, a Hellion class 33, Kerno BT Well Tank, and a Hornby West Country Ontario with a Bachmann H2 Atlantic.
West Country called it.
Yeah, you did. You did well then. But talking about monochrome now,
an actual black and white layout where everything is done in shades of grey,
and now, everything has been like proper weathering jobs and paint liveries and everything.
Now, can I just say about this? It was an idea that was floated for Great Model Railway Challenge, doing a monochrome layout, but it was dismissed that it would be too difficult and too out there to do. When you're treading new ground, sometimes it's wise to not try and push the boat too far in case you slip into the gap in between and fall in the water.
But it would be quite interesting, I think, as an exhibition, just a little diorama one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be amazing.
Monkey build!
Yeah. We don't have many left. I think I would have to do it as a diorama rather than a working layout, because I would basically get some model kits and paint them black and white.
Mark Jenkins says Hornby PC game is very good. That's probably one for the monkey.
Yeah. Penna Lane TMD not been too well, back on dialysis. I'm very sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
I really hope that you recover soon.
Yeah, look, just take care and take it easy, yeah?
Okay, I think...
So we got Nate Flannery in New Holland, Ohio, USA. Big hello to you. Great to see you in. Hastings Town, big hello to you. We've got a lot of new faces in today, so I can only assume that good old Ken Patterson on What's Neat this week has given me a name check. We've got a really great turnout. I think Robert Steers did as well, so thank you ever so much, Robert Steers, for a shout out to the channel as well. All right, Brian Harper says, missed your start. Enjoying a cold beer in the sun, 26 degrees. See you later. Look, you take care as well. And a cold beer in the sun, that does sound really quite nice.
Okay, now this will be interesting for you. Charlie McGowan is visiting George's Trains in the Toronto area. We've not seen a Canadian model railway shop before.
Oh, right, George.
So this should be interesting. I've jumped it forward a little bit.
Oh, look, there's a train going by in the background.
Oh, wow. So this place looks very interesting.
Oh, I thought that was a mannequin. He wasn't moving, and then suddenly
he's having a conversation, but of course it's masked,
right.
so you can't see it. So, Mark Holt says, Zoe, what rare game did you get? A Dinosaur Adventure by Phoenix Games for the PlayStation 2. It's not really a game. It's a really bad cartoon from Eastern Europe.
Phoenix Games, which basically is, they just crap them out, don't they?
Former Soviet bloc animation style, and after that it has a few games based in it. This is what I'm going to jump on so we can see what's there.
So this is a great shop, and it's really nice to see some of these shops that, and that is a good range of models. I'm just trying to see the prices on there. It's curious.
Difficult to see from here.
Remember, this will be Canadian dollars, so bear that in mind.
I'm
Within
dropping
Model
the link
Railway,
in, so
big hello to you.
Anyone who wants to have a look closely can. But look at the different liveries there. They're lovely.
Bob by the layout, big hello to you as well. Great to see you.
I have to admit, I have a bit of a soft spot for the American and North American styles.
I like the Union Pacific with the yellow and grey.
The look of the locomotives is just so different that they're actually quite interesting to me.
Oh yeah. So I do love the US outline stuff, and I really do want to build a US outline layout. Penna Lane TMD says, I'm trying, just need to be put on kidney transplant list, then have a transplant. Well, I hope it all works
the best.
out.
I really
just
hope
take
it works
easy,
out.
Take care, and I hope that things get better for you. But just take it easy.
Yeah.
Gordon Hanning says, Linda Rose said I am on Billy's replacement dinners for the rest of the week. This is a saga that's been running through the stream. He criticised the wife's cooking. Unfortunately for him, the wife was listening in the kitchen.
Oh, they're lovely. They
are really nice.
Guys, this is a 25-minute video, so I'll put a link in the chat. And I think you're going to want to see some of this, especially if you're from the UK and you want to have a look.
But also, if you're based in the US,
Coca-Cola wagons.
Yeah.
Oh,
If this looks like a really, really nice shop. This is certainly a video to take a look at. I mean, it's well laid out, really nicely, brightly lit, and they do look to be very knowledgeable staff. Yeah. So I'm going to just move away from that. But thank you ever so much for sharing that. We put a link in the chat.
And what I like about this is, it's clearly people that really do love the hobby.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to show off this.
Yeah.
And keep the shops going.
And this is George's Trains in the Toronto area. So
yes.
Thank you very much.
So there you are. Because it's like I keep saying, whenever we mention supporting your local railway stockist, once they're gone, they're gone. They're not coming back. So do support your local shop.
Very much. Right.
Okay, we have one final video.
Also, Simon the Railway Enthusiast 83 says, hit the button to like the stream, smash the bell, and please subscribe to Jenny's channel. Thank you ever so much. Don't forget as well that you can go over on Facebook and join the Jenny Monday Club Facebook page. Not page, the group. And you can chat on there with other Monday Clubbers, hang out, share layout pictures, videos, and even just all things model railways.
Just have a chat and enjoy yourself. Because treat it like your local model railway club and have a chat with people.
This next one's just caught my eye from Model Railway Noob. And this Longmore Military Railway, but this is quite a collection actually. So we're just going to move over to bring this up. So we've got 3 J94s there at the front in Longmore Military Railway blue. And then we've also got a War Department 280 at the back. Is that Gordon Highlander or is it Guy Williams?
I can't tell where the back scene ends.
These photographic back scenes really are good.
The colours are matched and everything. The lighting.
Yeah. Oh, right. You've got both of the War Department 280s. I know there was 2. One of them was Guy Williams.
Yeah. Iron Horse has a very good point there.
Yeah.
The local model shops are struggling, so please, if you can support them, please do.
Oh, I've got that one. The one that's just gone past. I'm going to grab that. I've got Basra, which was a Model Zone special. And I've also got that one.
It's a Gronk.
Frank, yeah. Well,
Gronk it up,
technically,
baby.
I think it's a class 11.
It's still Gronkish.
Also, where's Frank Ross?
Oh,
Will the real
goodness.
Frank Ross step forward? I've got that one as well.
This is an amazing lap.
Yeah, so I've got that one too. Woo! I hope it's in shot, actually.
It will be. I honestly cannot tell where that back scene ends and the layout starts.
Oh, you've got the coaches as well. Oh wow, this is something I would have loved to have done, but never got the chance to. But you've got all these different locomotives. It's a great idea for a model.
It really is.
I always thought the Longmore Military Railway livery was really, really impressive. But yeah, Basra. I've got Basra. Yeah, Penna Lane TMD says Longmore Military Railway is a nice layout.
It really
Michael
is.
Pollitt says, hi Jenny, great show. Always entertaining and informative. Oh,
Well, that's what we try for.
And we got Gwion Reese Davies. Big hello to you. Great to see you in.
Lifestyle Unleashed says, sorry I'm late. You're not late. A Monday Clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he intends to.
Model Railway Noob says, thanks. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Lovely.
This is really good.
Really is.
Oh, you've got the army van. I've gotten one of those army vans as well. And the Longmore Military Railway brake van. Gosh, this is like really nice.
Jenny is in her element here.
Yeah. Richard Swiderski says, great layout. Warbler Production says, I have all 4 of Bachman's LMR Locos plus 2 of Hornby's Austerities. Just need an EFE one now. Did Hornby only do 2? I thought they did more than 2. No, EFE did 1 of them.
This is absolutely lovely.
But I've got 2 of the Bachman ones. I've got the Frank Ross and Basra.
Look at the sense of depth on that.
Yeah, that is
amazing.
really nice with the buildings and everything. Really, really lovely layout, this. Southern Train Girl says, love this layout. Probably not Eric. Says, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Gordon
this
Hanny
is
says,
wonderful.
excellent layout. Richard Swiderski, great layout. A Flymo Chairman 1 says, very nice layout. Lifestyle Unleashed, big hello to you. And Penelane TMD, Longmore Military Railway is a nice layout.
And
It's
Model
such a-
Railway Noob, whose video we're showing here, says it's actually the Melbourne Military Railway with LMR stock on it.
Right.
Wow.
But yeah, the Longmore Military Railway was one that got away because there was a plan to try and preserve the line, but it would have had everything because you could run trains like on a big train set effectively. They had including a main line that just went round and round. And unfortunately, the local NIMBYs went and scuppered it all. And it's such a shame because the Longmore Military Railway would have been a perfect preservation site. Warbler Production says, I think Hornby did about 4 or 5 LMR austerities, but I only have 2 of them, sadly.
Right.
I do like Basra.
I think we're going to have to jump back now
very
because
mu-
we are coming to the end of the show.
Are we? Oh, gosh.
It's gone quick tonight.
It has
And
very
that
much.
was our last one. I'm going to check the
Just
main,
check that there's no
the
more
main
coming.
body because you never know.
I'm sure there may have been one sent in.
Yes, we have a couple of photos from Warbler Productions.
J. Paul Anderson says, very nice. Love this layout. Timothy Kynard says, good video. Absolutely. We've got some great videos tonight. Really loved them. And thank you, everybody, for sending
Could
them
you
in.
read out what Warbler has written there because you're closer?
Says, hi Zoe, 2 photos of my 16mm scale roundhouse Alco World War I trenches loco, a bit like the Baldwin, but a 262 wheel arrangement. This is its new livery of Welsh Ponies London and North Western Railway coaching stock purple-brown livery, as applied by the Carriage Works boss, also known as my older brother, who used the genuine paint from the railway, the Festiniog.
Oh, wow. So I think we need to see these photos. If you could bring that
Right,
up.
so we're just going to bring them up.
That is shiny.
Shiny.
That is really nice. So that's purple and brown, is it?
Yeah, but it's like a very dark, almost black purple.
You can see it. It kind of has a sheen to it.
Worthington Model That is really
Oh,
nice.
that
Worthington
is nice.
Model Railway. Where's it gone? It just jumped. I lost my space. Did you get my UFO video? Yeah, we showed that last week.
We did, yes.
We did. Thank you
did.
ever so much. We really enjoyed that.
That was good. And if I can remember where it is in the list, we could show it off as a final thing. But that is just wonderful. Warbler, your brother has done a very good paint job there. That is excellent.
That is really, really nice,
That
actually.
really is.
Mm.
Fantastic. Could you jump back so I can try and find that video?
Okay, well, we're going to try and find the alien abduction video. No promises, but we'll just see if we can find that.
Yes.
But thank you for sending that in. AFD comps has got to go now, so good night all, especially Jennifer and Zoe. So thank you ever so much. It's been great having you in. Don't forget, anybody who's not yet tickled the like button, do please consider doing that. It doesn't cost anything, but it is a great boost to the channel because it counts as an interaction. Also, do please consider sharing the stream and all our videos to social media. Let other people know about what we're doing here. And if you haven't already done so, do head over to Facebook to the Jenny Monday Club group where you can join in with all the trains conversation and be pretty much like the chat here, but all week round. 007 Spike Dog, big hello to you. Great to see you. And we've got some really great new faces tonight. Always great to see. And I think Robert Steers and Ken Patterson name checked the channel on What's Neat this week. So it's really great to see that quite a few new people have found the channel as a result.
Okay, this
is
the
the
UFO.
alien abduction. So here we go.
Close
Really
Encounters of the Model Railway Kind by Melchester Model Railway. So here we are. One fine summer's morning, as Farmer Barleymow walked out of Marrowley Cottage, he did spy a strange thing in the sky. Why, how they got there, I don't know, said the farmer. Oh, it wasn't in the sky, it was in the ground. And neither did Mr. Miggins, who was camping in a field opposite.
Do you think he's married to Mrs. Miggins,
Yes.
owner of the pie shop?
Here we go.
Ooh. Ooh.
I love it. I
is-
love it.
Yeah, this is really good. Really well done.
Melchester is brilliant at this stuff. Oh, that is fantastic.
Oh, zoink. Zoinks!
There were no reports from the passengers of a passing train. Oh my goodness.
It's really well done, actually.
However, these were the mysterious markings that Farmer Barneymo found in his field.
That looks like the front album cover from the triple LP of the Led Zeppelin remastered. Right. Are you hearing the X-Files theme in your head now? Thank you ever so much for that. Really great. Thank you for sharing that with us. And looking at the time, I can't believe it. It's the end of another Monday Club.
This has gone by so quick.
Yeah, it always does when we have a good time. And thank you as well to Iron Horse Railways who sent in the Billy's replacement speakers.
Oh, sorry,
Bill
Worthington says that's not the one. The UFO stealing cows.
Oh, yes. We did show that the other week.
We did.
Yeah. Lifestyle Unleashed. I'm going to be on holiday in Dolgosh next week, so maybe absent, but some railway vids sure to follow on my channel. Excellent. David, It's My Mother Railway says, Alien Abduction. You need Billy's replacement people. And actually, have a look on YouTube after the stream for the Saturday Night Live, the Alien Abduction video with the, I can't remember the character's name. You know, it's like, but it seems super off the books because one of them was.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's like, but there's a Saturday Night Live sketch with the woman who plays the female Egon in the one of the Ghostbusters films.
I can't find the Worthington one. I'm really sorry.
Oh no! Well, if
it will be in the list.
Can you resend it for next week and we'll play it out then? We'd love to play it again. But Paul Murphy says, finally, Billy's replacement UFOs. Brilliant. And Jerry BVR says, good night. Lots of... Sparky 107 says, time flies when you're having a good time. Absolutely. Dong, It's Mother Rose says, I made some crop circles yesterday, only it was a giant patch of stinging nettles and I was looking for my kids' football. Oh dear. David Scott says, great club night tonight. All catch you next week. And Kelly Ashford Train says, I'll share a video with you sometime. We're really looking forward to it.
Love to,
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
And don't forget, you can send the URL, not the video itself, but the URL into zoe@zoerobinson.com. And if you just put for the attention of the Monday Club in the title, then we'll be able to pick it out and play that. Andy T 741, big hello to you. This is top show, Jenny and Zoe, and best you all Monday Clubbers. So a big goodbye to you all. Unfortunately, we can't do the usual thing where we sweep through the cameras at the end because they've all stopped working. I'm afraid if you're wondering why we keep showing this angle, it's simply because this is the only camera that seems to want to work at the moment, and it's very, very annoying. But look, until next time, you all take great care of yourselves. Tickle the like button, share the stream, and if you haven't done so, do please subscribe to the channel. We've got a great review coming up on Wednesday of the Hellion AEC railcar. Absolutely great model. Really actually innovative on the lighting functions, but it just needed the instructions on about remapping functions to be able to get them to work with any other decoders other than the lock sound and the lock pilot. But certainly that is a great model, and a big thank you to Hellion for sending that over. Friday's video is going to be a full review of the Broadway Limited import 484 Niagara in New York Central livery. That is the big one that you see just behind the chat at the moment. That locomotive, and it is sound and smoke fitted as well, I have to say. So
you haven't shown that off tonight.
All right, let's just let me try and find it. So it's number 6004. So
do we have another camera angle? That does it?
No.
Wow, that sounds powerful.
It's even got like crew chatter. But it's just got time for me to say, look, you take care, all of you, and until next time, stay safe, happy modelling, and support your local model shop. So tonight we're going to give a shout out to George's Trains over in Toronto in Canada, and let's pick a random model shop in the UK. Who shall we give a shout out to?
What's that one that we went to when we went to that wedding of my cousin down south?
Cheltenham Model Centre. So we're going to give a shout out to the Cheltenham Model Centre and I'm also going to shout out to Invicta Models as well. So until next time, you take great care of yourself. Bye for now.
Good night. The train now departing from platform 127 is the 2108 service to New York Central, stopping at Grove Street Yard, Miniftatis, Eindhoven for some reason, and then on to New York Central. That's the 2108 service to New York Central.
Warbler Productions says Collett's Models would be a good one to shout out to. Absolutely. Look, you all take great care of yourself. Until next time, it's me, Jenny Coates, saying bye for now.
Bye.